Hello once again, Star Wars Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba. Part 2 of our massive mailing of 7 packages. We got through 4 of them the other day, and now we're going to do the remaining 3. And I guess we'll go by size, although I think this one, Star Wars Vintage Figures Assortment. This one might actually be, let me use a more delicate one. Might actually be like a whole set of figures, which is always nice when you can run across these. Yep, that's what I figured. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, we got a couple here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this was a collection that kind of got away from me. All right, so 6 figures. And again, these are not open up. These are, the one figure set of figures I keep carded. All right, and what I'll do, I'll put them in there in order of VC number, so that we can kind of do them that way. Of course, they don't. I don't believe they're not. I don't think maybe they're not all of them. Maybe they're, or if they did come out in this order, that's kind of weird. But okay, we'll start with VC 139, which is, of course, Lando Calrissian from Solo, A Star Wars Story. Very similar figure to other ones that came out, although I think the ones that originally came out were cloth cape versus this one, which is more of the plastic goods. Okay, so nicely done there. VC 140, which is the Imperial Stormtrooper from Rogue One. I've been told that this is one of like the definitive Stormtrooper 3 3/4 to get. It's just, when it comes to the look of the figure, the paint scheme, the blaster, and everything that comes with it. Well, I think just the blaster comes with it. It's funny though, after opening up all those figures on 2 episodes ago, it's crazy. I mean, I'm almost done with unboxing figures for a while, just because there were so many. Not saying forever, just for the time being. I did say if I do get one of those crate Lukes from the last episode, I will definitely be opening that again. Chewbacca the Wookiee on a Star Wars card. How cool is that? Awesome. And just a great look to it. Now, a lot of these, I will say, a lot of these figures are repacks of older figures that have come out. Really good figures that have come in the past, maybe slightly retooled, repainted. I'm not one that has to own every single figure. In fact, I mentioned this on that super lengthy episode a while ago. I actually unloaded roughly 80 to 120 figures, somewhere around there, because they were so much. I literally lined up like 4 or 5 figures that were from different time periods, and they were all almost identical. One came with a hologram figure, one came with a droid part, but they were almost identical figures. And I said, you know what? I can't just keep collecting snow troopers over and over and over again. Something eventually has to give. So I ended up selling all those, and I used that money to buy new figures. So there you go. Death Star Gunner. Here we go. And again, these are I don't know if all the figures have dual language. These I think are purchased in Canada, so they might have a slightly different language, but I don't care about that. That's all right. I just love the box art. I love the racing stripe. And as I said in the last episode, the Part 1 episode, I love how they integrate the title of all movies, including movies like Rogue One and Solo, into this Star Wars kind of mini racing stripe font. So that's really, really cool. All right, there's Imperial Assault Tank Commander. Okay, I know I already have this one open. Well, I don't know if I have this exact one. I have to look. I might actually have this one already. In which case, that's okay. I can open it up and put it on the. I can actually open it up and put it on the actual assault tank. So that's cool. And last, that was VC. Let's see. I didn't say the numbers. Chewie was VC 141. The Death Star Gunner was 147. The assault tank driver was 148. Assault tank commander. And then R2, good old R2. VC 149. Nice, simple R2. One nice thing, and it's something that I still love. I'm a big fan of the droids. I love collecting droids. I think part of it is that when I was a kid, I never really felt that they captured R2. Of all the figures, I felt R2 missing his third leg was always like a miss, and I should have fixed it. They did make up for it in some ways with, they had a droid Droid Factory playset where you'd actually come with a whole bunch of different parts. I've mentioned this on previous episodes, and you can build different droids. And one of the droids you could build was an actual R2 with a third leg. But it just was so nice to finally get R2 with his leg. And this one's kind of dirtied up like R2 was in most of the first Star Wars film. So there we go. Really cool. All right. Let's see what we have here. This is another one from Hasbro Pulse. Okay, I'm not sure what Hasbro Pulse is sending me again. I thought I had already ordered them, but you know what? It's possible now. Oh, no. Yeah, I know what this is. Yeah. You know what? The thing about Hasbro, and I'm just like getting rid of some. All right. The thing about Hasbro is that they don't always send everything in one box. There he is. General Grievous. I'm so glad. I was going to buy General Grievous in a toy show that I went to a few months back, or about a month ago. And I went over there and I saw it, and I walked away, and I came back, and it was gone. And I was so mad that I didn't get it. But it was more expensive. This one was actually less expensive. So saved a few bucks, and I got my Grievous. So let's get Grievous. Let's get our Grievous on here, okay? Now, Grievous comes with the standard 4 lightsabers, and oh boy, he also comes with lots of rubber bands, making him more challenging to get out. Comes with a cloth cape that just came off. I'll have to fix that in a second. All right, and come on. Don't fail me now. There we go. Got him out. Got his trusty, well, I wouldn't say it's his blaster. I guess it is, but lightsaber, a fine addition to my collection. Funny story I will share. Many, many moons ago, I went to one of the earlier celebrations, and I happened to run into Matt Wood, who was, of course, the voice of General Grievous. And I was really happy to meet him. He was a nice guy. And so we struck up a conversation. And you know what? I'm going to shoot. I guess that's right. We struck up a great conversation, and he couldn't be nicer. He couldn't have been a more friendly guy, and we were just getting into recording technology, like on iPhones and stuff. And I had learned how to do that, so I had actually asked him to record a message to my wife, just because she really liked the character. She was creeped out by him, but she really liked the character. So he actually recorded. Her name is Cindy. She went, "Cindy, you fool! I've been trained in the Jedi arts by Count Dooku." And even though it wasn't metalized or anything, like his normal voice, it was there. It sounded so freaking awesome. And when my wife heard that, she just freaked. She thought that was the coolest thing. And every time we watch the movie now, she just laughs at that, because Matt Wood, General Grievous, said the same thing to her that he says to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Really nice figure. Really, really cool. I actually he's got you can pull the hilts away from the blades of the lightsabers and tuck them all in the back of his jacket. I just use that to hold his blaster. Okay, and that way I don't really want to keep the box. I'm not a fan of these boxes. I do keep them when there are like multiple hands or heads for a figure, but in his case, no. Now, can we stand up though? Because he is kind of bony, so you gotta make sure you do. He's got kind of claws for feet, so that actually works out pretty well. So, awesome job. Great 6-inch character. I know some people swear by the 6-inch. Some people aren't so great with the 6-inch. I love the 6-inch. I think it's really cool. I hope they don't go nuts with. They did do one large vehicle. They did a TIE Fighter. I've had an episode with that. I hope they don't continue to do the TIE Fighter and other big things like that, because there's just only so much room, and it would be hard to do. I think that's kind of more of a once in like, put something like that on display at Celebration or at San Diego Comic-Con, that kind of thing. for people that are there to see. So, all right, and then this says Ultimate Trooper Pack, but I don't know if this is the actual Ultimate Trooper Pack because I got that in the last episode. I think this might be. Yes, this is what I hoped it would be. This is. I have no shame. This is Jabba's Palace. Oh, and it's got the old box. Oh, so cool. So awesome. I'm so excited. Even though Jabba's Palace is really nothing more than Jabba's wall. But I love it. I think it's so cool. And I can't wait. You know, I have a little setup with where the barge is, and I'm going to put it right there. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to keep this box because it's like vintage looking box. I just love that vintage look to it. In fact, I'll probably end up I'm going to actually keep this the way it is. Oh, it even comes with a figure. Cool. That's right. It comes with 2 figures. Yeah. I was looking at like the figure lineup, and I was kind of confused because I was like, why can't I find those figures? And then I see people selling them online. They're selling them for like a huge amount of money. I'm like, are they like really ultra rare? And it turns out that they're not rare. Well, they're rare-ish. They are from this set. And people have been buying this set, and they have been, pardon me, they've been buying this set, and they have been selling the figures separate. You know, they've been trying to separate the 3 different items and sell them separately. I will say, not cool. I'm not a big fan of that, and I'll say this. See, my feeling is this, okay, and there's where that'll go. My feeling about that is this, well, before we get this all together. Okay, so when you are trying to make a business out of taking an item that's supposed to be sold in a certain amount in a store that anybody can go and get, and you go in and make a back deal with the shipping guy in the back area of Walmart or wherever you are, and you buy a whole pallet full of them, and then you break them apart and you try to sell them separately or do whatever it is that you do just to make a few extra bucks. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be other ways you can make your money. Okay, there's got to be other ways. I don't really have a problem as much with people that go into, like Star Wars Celebration and try to buy the exclusives and get a bunch of them and sell them. I don't have as much of an issue with that. But something like this, that's not really, it was just an exclusive to the store. I don't know. I really felt that was kind of cold. Pick or choose. Maybe I'm just weirded out by that. But came with 2 figures. Came with Han Solo in Carbonite, and it also came with Reese. Okay, and these are carded figures, so they will remain carded. This is VC-136 and VC-137. That's Reese. Okay, so that's cool. Now this, from what I'm looking at, is pretty straight out. It's kind of simple. I just have like a. All right, what do we have here? We got I don't think this has any batteries or anything in it. Use lever in back to move up and down. Oh, I see. Yeah, if you want. All right, so if you opened up the figure with Land or with Han Solo in it, you could use that to kind of raise it and lower it. It's kind of a silly thing to do, but hey, it's all right. And then these, I think they just... All right. Arch walls can be attached in various ways. Okay, show me your ways. Oh. I just want one way, guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe that's why. Duh. I'm a silly. There we go. There's one way. There's the other way. So really, it's just a nice little diorama backdrop. But that's okay, because I got a nice little spot for that. So that's really, really cool. Okay, and it's got the nice old... I'll even take a photo of this. It's a nice Return of the Jedi with the Kenner background. It's just, bringing you back to old school. So get that there. All right, and I do have some loose versions of those figures from previous releases that I can kind of play around with and set up. So really, really cool. It just, all I'm now waiting on is the skiff. Once the skiff gets released, I already have one skiff, an older skiff that was released. I'm going to put up a second one, and we'll have 2. I've got the Sarlacc playset kind of diorama that they came out with, and then I got this, and that's like that's like not more than a trifecta, but you know what I mean. It's like the quintfecta, you know, with everything there and all the figures kind of spread around. It's just a really, really nice. Going to be a really cool thing. When it's all said and done, I'll take some more photos of it. It's really, really cool. So that'll do it for this, so big that we had to break it into 2. Now, some might ask, why didn't you do that last time with the 70 figures? Well, sometimes I want to do it, and sometimes I want to spread it among a couple of episodes. Sometimes I want to do it all at once. So my prerogative. It's okay. But thank you so much for watching. Again, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. Check me out on all my other social media. And until next time, may the Force be with you.